Hi everyone, here we are again. Happy Friday. So, a couple of weeks ago, I did a video explaining what health coaching was, as a lot of people are always asking me. So, what is it that you actually do? So, this week, I thought it would be helpful to explain a bit more about who it is that I work with. So, as a qualified nutrition and health coach, I could work with people with a huge range of health and nutrition goals, but I don't. Like most of us in our work, I have areas that I naturally gravitate towards, areas that I'm passionate about, and areas that I just know more about, areas that I've specialised in. And when I work with people in those areas, that's where the magic happens. So, what are those areas, Emma? I hear you ask. Well, I am super passionate about helping people live healthier for longer. So for me, it's not just about living as long as we can, if those later years are going to be full of illness and disease, frailty and immobility. No, thank you. So my research career has focused on preventing cardiovascular disease, so things like stroke and heart attacks and high blood pressure. And I love that I can now bring the experience and knowledge from that into my coaching. So, most of the conditions that we associate with older age, heart disease, high blood pressure, stroke, diabetes, etc., are all preventable. They are diseases of lifestyle. And I wanted to be a health and nutrition coach to help people change their lifestyles so they could lead a healthier life for longer. So I primarily work with busy professionals over 40 who are starting to feel just not as healthy as they might have used to. That since they've turned 40 or 45 or 50, overnight they've realised they've sort of neglected the health and it is starting to show and they're starting to feel it. So, people who are starting to feel slightly less agile. So, can you still put your shoes on whilst you stood up? People who have noticed a bit of an expanding waistline, which is becoming more and more stubborn to shake off. People who have noticed that they aren't as fit as they maybe used to have been. So, would you still be able to run after a toddler nowadays? People whose hobby list seems to start and end with working and going to the pub. People who are starting to worry about whether their blood pressure is in a healthy range or whether they're on a slippery slope to pre-diabetes due to surviving on a sugar-loaded diet for the last 10 years. And people who just generally are thinking, shit, this feels like a slippery slope. So if you're one of those people, then you are who I love to work with. You're the person that I can help to transform your health and your future health risk so that you don't just add years to life, but you're adding life to those years. You're the person who should send me a message saying, hey Emma, let's have a call. So I can find out more about how we could work together. So go on. I offer a free 20-minute initial call so we can suss out whether we'd be a good fit. And so you can explain what your main concerns are, and I can see how I can help. You get to ask whatever questions you want, and then you get to think about whether you want to work with me. There's no pressure and there's no obligation. So you've nothing to lose. So I look forward to hearing from you real soon.